So the good news, bad news scenario with Fox properties. Disney is scrapping 200 to 250 films in development. Ooh. Now, let's talk about why, and maybe why some of these were never actually going to be in active development, even with Fox. So here's what we need to go over.
What development of a movie actually means.
So that too, and that's really important. When something is in development, it can be as little as the studio has looked at the script and they bought it and they're reevaluating it. A lot of the ones in this actually fall into this category. I saw the entire list, about 150 of these are that.
Literally somebody just was like, hey, here's a script.
Right, and Fox was like, you know what, we're going to look at it. You can't go to another studio because it's ours for now. There are some things that fall in there that are a little weird though. Assassin's Creed, they said they were going to develop a sequel, but the first one didn't make money. Yeah. So I feel like there was no movement on that.
Yeah, I feel like that one would be something that they are going to be like, you know what, how about we reboot this correctly?
I think Ubisoft, since they are making their own studio technically now, and they're going to be working with Netflix, it's probably going to go there because they're already doing The Division on there. So,
I can see that.
And I assume Disney can't pick up that license because it is a Ubisoft. It was a certain contract. So like Spider-Man, if Sony gets sold, it will revert back.
So
it's a weird scenario, but that's my assumption.
I wonder if there's a few of those that are like
there
that.
There has to be. Now, on the positive side, before we get back to another negative, they've confirmed Kingsman is going to continue. Bob Iger said movies and TV series are coming based on Kingsman.
For Kingsman.
Planet of the Apes is going to continue. They were very strategically on point, being like Apes top tier franchise.
Nice.
The weird one is no mention at all of anything with Alien or Predator. And that's a little weird, but if you go to Disney website and the 20th Century Fox that redirects and all that, the alien xenomorph is right up there next to Deadpool and Captain America and Iron Man. So I think there is a plan, but I think they're just trying to reevaluate what. Is it a movie? Is it a Hulu series?
I can see
I think that's the weird one.
And especially how they're kind of working with X-Men right now.
Yeah.
We're putting this on the back burner because y'all have been burned way too much with these things.
Yeah.
That you guys need to heal. You need to put some aloe on it and run it under cold water, and we'll reevaluate when your skin's healed.
Here's what you do. You give it to Papa Feige, and you got Marvel's Aliens, Marvel's Colonial Marines, and Marvel's Predator. Just give us Marvel's Planet of the Apes, Marvel's Assassin's Creed, Marvel's whatever Fox has. Whatever Fox has, we'll take it. Just slap the Marvel brand on there. We're shills enough. But I actually think that is a thing that's happening, though. And that's kind of the problem with the studio acquisition. I understand why they have to cancel a bunch of these, but some of these are literally lapsing things, and they're still committed to many franchises. Simpsons, they already suspect another movie. Bob's Burgers, even though I don't watch it, they're putting out that movie and they're going to stick to that. Family Guy, the Orville, interestingly enough, Seth MacFarlane talked about it. He sat with Disney. They were like, you're going to Hulu with your next season exclusively. We're going to give you more episodes, whatever you need. And he's even said they were optimistic about spin-offs and films based on Orville. So Disney's realized the value in what they got, but some of these there's no value.
Yeah, it sounds like some of these films are just hey guys, hold on.
Yeah.
Give me a second.
Yeah.
Here's a script that I just made. Can you make this into a movie?
Right.
Oh, you talking to your? This is Shrek.
I mean, to give you a kind of a quick example of this scenario, Universal owns Sci-Fi. Sci-Fi picks up more scripts than anything else that produces TV. They literally pick up I talked to somebody that I know, and he told me the number, and I was just astonished. I was like, compared to these guys, he was like, yeah, it's ridiculous. They will grab them up because they don't want them out there because they're afraid of somebody else, because Universal is like, but what if somebody else takes it and makes it? Hence why Universal was going against Disney trying to get Fox. They will just grab scripts and sit on them and never do anything, just pay the dude their $10,000. And that's unfortunate.
Sad.
It's a bad business, but I understand why they do it. And at least some of these are now getting released out there. You know, it's be like, look, we're not going to make it, shop it elsewhere. So there is negatives and positives to this.
Yeah, that's actually a really good point because, like, say Disney's, like, looking at their slate and they're like, there's no room for movie about ABC.
Yeah.
So we'll give this movie about ABC out to somebody else, and that could be that next company's big blockbuster movie. ABC breaks a bill for this company that hasn't had a movie break a bill. Like, and you know what? Disney's gonna be like, good for you guys. We weren't going to make it.
Avengers 17.
Yeah, Avengers 17.
And remember, they didn't mention everything because, as Bob Iger strategically said, top tier Fox properties and things that they had in Searchlight and stuff are moving over to Disney Plus for, you know, development of TV series and direct to movies on top of Hulu. So they're still going to have outlets for original projects, which they look to commit to. So as bad as this is, you're looking at 200 scripts that are scrapped, but you're looking at 200 scripts that get a new opportunity and a lease on life.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of original stuff I saw there. I'm like, oh wow, I heard about this once. And specifically sci-fi, because I love sci-fi and I love knowing what's in development. Like, there was some stuff I'm like, oh wow, yeah, that's a thing. Like, it's really interesting how this goes, but
I kind of hope, though, like you said, how sci-fi tries to pick everything up. I hope they just don't look at all the, out of the 200, like 50 of them are sci-fi, like kind of move, and they pick it up and they're like, yeah, we're just going to shelf these ones. Haha, now you're not making it.
Yeah.
Neither are we, but whatever.
It'll be interesting to see how this goes, but remain optimistic. Maybe some of these will show up somewhere, some won't.
Maybe.